Good morning and welcome to another TopBuild Carpentries video. So in this one, I'm going to be showing our beast of a sander, our cup brush sander, and I'm going to be showing the uses that we use it for, why we bought it, how much we spent on it, and just its typical all-round review. So we bought this machine probably 10, 12 months ago, and for us personally as a business with the type of work that we do, it has helped us drastically. So we're very happy with the purchase, and it comes into use every day that we're using the workshop. So it's brilliant for spray painting, denibbing, any profiles in between. I'll give you a full run through now on why it's good for the profiles. But yeah, for us as a business, it's coming a massive help. Now I was searching online, I had this in my head looking for this type of machine, but I didn't know exactly what machine I wanted. So when I found this machine and I went and tested it out and tried it out, I knew it was the machine right for our business. Obviously other businesses, other woodworkers, this might not come into use, but we do a lot of spray painting, we do a lot of doors that do have profiles and stuff. So obviously for us, this has been a big help in that respect. So how to use the machine. So down on the bottom, you have on-off button. Now the supply to this, we did have to have a 32 amp supply pulled in, and yeah, you've got on off down the bottom, and then you've got a range of buttons on the right hand side. So at the top, you've got your emergency stop. If you did want to shut it off during process, stamp that and it will stop. Now below that, you've got conveyor. So this will get the conveyor belt rolling. Now this has speed settings from 1 to 12. And obviously depending on what you're sanding through or how fast you want it sanded, if you're sanding something really delicate and you want a nice slow sand, then you'll send it through slow. But if you want just something quickly denibbed and you want it to go through and just literally denib in between a coat of paint, then you'll send it through a bit faster. So obviously you've got your speed settings there. Then the next button down, you've got brush rotation. Now this is doing the brushes underneath and it's rotating them at different speeds. So you've got 1 to 12 on the speed settings here. Again, if you want a fast sand, you'll turn it up. If you want them nice and slow, then you'll turn them down. Then the next button down, you've got the oscillation. Now this is sending them all left to right. Again, you've got the same speeds, 1 to 12 on there. So in between all three of those now, the material is going in that way. It's got the brushes spinning like so, and is also going left to right. So you are getting in all the nooks and crannies. You're getting every area of the profiles sanded. You can also put flat panels through this for denibbing, and it works brilliant. Now on the side, there is optional extras that you can have added onto these machines when you have them made. So the side sanding brush heads, there is a lever on the bottom, and that will allow you to come in. Same with this one. So if you have a profile or even the edges of some doors and you want to slot them in, you can just easily move them to whatever width that you want. And then on the back here, you've got another. And again, you've got speed adjustment on this, so you can turn it down or you can go up, and then that will sand profiles, or it will sand the edges of a door, edges of anything that you're doing. So another little great feature that's got. Now also, as material passes through this, another extra that we had added onto ours is we connect it to our compressor, our airline, and it actually has like a sensor. So as it goes through, it knows when something's ready to be blown. So all the dust that it is doing, the compressed air will blow onto the material, clean it off. So it'll all go then through our extractor that is connected up over there. And basically when it comes out the other side then, it's dust free, sanded, and ready to go and have another coat of paint. So before this sander, we had the iTech brush sander, which obviously is a smaller model, and it is still good, to be honest with you. I mean, my plans at the start was to keep that because it was brilliant for profiles like say cornices and brushing them through. So obviously I'll show you some footage now of that machine in use. But yeah, that machine was great. We had that for about a year, and it just wasn't cutting, say, the bigger doors. It did up to 550 mil, but it wasn't doing exactly what I needed. So in my head, I knew I was looking for this type of sander. But the brush sander up there, it was good. And then in the end, because of all the features on this machine, we sold that because it was just sat around collecting dust. So I got a little bit of money back from the part worn, part used machine up there. That one's gone. And now this one comes into use every day. I'll show you now with the flap open to show you exactly what's going on inside. So obviously at the top button, you've got the conveyor. That's going to turn the conveyor on, pulling the material through. Then you've got the brush rotation. That's going to rotate the brushes. Then you've got the oscillation that's going to go left to right. And then obviously another main thing is you've got the material thickness. So if I was to pull that down, it's all electronic. I can go down and there's a gauge on top of the machine that will tell me how high my material is. So as you can see, I'm going up there now. And up on the top of the machine, there's a gauge that will show us how thick we want our material. So maintenance on the machine, pretty simple to be honest with you. So you have got options with these on different grits as well. So obviously we have gone for the 1300mm wide because we do have like full 1220 panels, 8x4s that we want to send through. So obviously we went for the wider option. They do a smaller, I think it's a 900mm. But yeah, so in terms of the actual pads, so we buy these in all different grits and they're pretty simple to change. And then what we tend to do with ours is we'll keep a bit of a heavier grit on the right if we're doing, say, doors that are like, say, 500-600mm wide. So there's certain times when we want a bit more material taken off, a bit more than just a light denib. And then we'll keep like a 320 or higher over on this side, basically. So that's our main kind of use, you know. But then say if we're going for something like, say, a full board, we'll quickly switch over. But quite simple to change. So underneath on the brush heads, you have a little rubber bung. So you just remove the rubber bung and basically these will slot out. So you'll pull them out, put the new ones in, and these are quite cheap to replace as well. There is 2 rows of cup heads on there as well. So in total you've got like 10 heads, front and back. So it's getting sanding each side as it goes through. So it's getting an awful lot of sanding. One piece of material that you send through is getting a good sanding, and it is brilliant for getting in all the nooks and crannies. So yeah, changing these pretty simple, and you can get them in a range of different grits. So I've got a bit of a rough panel here to show you going through with some profiles on. So obviously if I was going to be putting this through now, always have your extractor on. Do wear a dust mask, but obviously for the purpose of this video, so I can actually talk and you can hear what's going on, I'm going to leave the extractor off. So you've got, first thing you're going to do, you're going to turn the conveyor on. You're going to turn your brushes on and you're going to turn the oscillation on. Put it on a bit of an angle because then when it's come through the other side, you can then bring it back out and you turn it on the other angle and make sure you get every angle of it. So obviously because it's 1300mm wide, it will get both sides of it can be used. And then it'll come through, and as I say, because I've put it on a slight angle that side, on a typical door that isn't like, obviously this is for like a demo, typical door, I'd go back round, turn it the other way, back, front, whatever side I need to do, but then that will come out lovely and smooth, ready for its next coat of paint. So round on the back, you've got another emergency stop button. And then inside, as I mentioned earlier, these here are where your compressed air will blow. There's a sensor on the left, so as it comes through the material, it will blow off all the dust and go up into the extraction. And as you can see, there's the second row of pads at the back. So cost on these machines, I was looking around for a good 12 months in my head knowing what I wanted with a machine like this. But obviously to try and find this machine, I'll be honest, it was quite hard. I was finding loads of them and I was getting prices on them that are slightly different to this model, but in effect doing the same thing. And they was coming out like massive prices, like between 60 to 80,000 pounds, which obviously I wouldn't want to spend. I wouldn't justify myself with the amount that we're doing currently. I needed something a bit smaller or smaller price. So I found this, it was 15,000 plus VAT because it was an ex-demo machine and it was like finding a needle in a haystack. I know that because I searched everywhere, and it was just by off chance that after looking for 12 months, I do love looking for machines and keeping my eye and keeping my name out there on different lists. So if you are looking for one, that's what I would do. I'd ring around everyone that might know someone who'd sell them, and just say, if one does come up, put me on a list and do give me a call because you're interested in buying one. Exactly what we done. And this one become available through a third party, but it was an ex-demo machine. And basically I went down London way, down by Cambridge, and tested it out, took some of my work with me, make sure it was going to do what it said on the tin, and it was going to do the same as the bigger machines that I've seen. And I'll be honest, it's brilliant, it does. So my thoughts on this, it comes into use every day. It saves a lot of time with denibbing and in between spray painting coats, which anyone who does do spray painting will know. You know, it's just time saving and it's less aggro. If you bring a big bulk of stuff, if I spray a load of stuff and I bring a big bulk of material down, we'll run it straight through there, it's ready for its next coat, and we're getting nice finishes. So for me, it's worth every penny. It comes into use every day. There's lots of other uses that you can use it for as well. With the side profiles, say if you make some cornice, you make some dado rail, you make something that you just, you know, usually would be intricate to sand. Obviously with these flap sanders, these brush sanders on the sides, even holding it up against it, it will sand it. So there's many uses that we can use for this. And would I buy it again? Yes, if this one broke, I would definitely be replacing this. So for me and my business, this is a must-have now. So I hope this video has helped. If you are looking for a sander and you're at that point of the business where you need some kind of help with the denibbing, in between coats and stuff like that, then I hope this does help. Now, do subscribe. I've got loads more videos coming up on different machines, panel saws, all the stuff around the back that we've got as well. So do subscribe if you want to see more of our content. I'll be doing some like in-depth reviews and hacks that we use with different machines that we've got. And yeah, if you do want to see any of our work, head over to Instagram at TopBuild Carpentry. Thanks for watching.